that Europe is going to be the number one cannabis industry in the entire world in terms of region. So right now, Europe has led the way in harvesting. Right now, we get all of our raw materials from European-based sourcing, and it's absolutely exploding. The export of hemp products in Europe has grown 3,000%. So some of the biggest hemp producers in the world are actually European, in France, Estonia, Austria, Slovenia. So they've really mastered exporting hemp, but the more research we did, there's no company really, a significant company that knows how to bring hemp as a finished product. Europe is incredible at exporting, and they do billions of dollars of exports, but no company could then keep the product in Europe and actually find a way to sell it to consumers. And that's what was the exciting opportunity. We saw that. We saw the projections and forecasts. Many international companies from China, from Australia, are building multi-million euro facilities in Europe because they understand the trends of cannabis and hemp that's coming to Europe. So that's what's exciting, the perfect timing for Kannaway to enter the market. So this slide, we just barely officially opened our business in Europe as of December 5th of last year. So again, we're very, very new. So we're about just over a month of doing actual European business, which has been very, very exciting. And the growth has been beyond our expectations. We're already up about 40% from December and January. And right now it's truly the wave is starting to build pretty significantly. So you can kind of see here of why we targeted Europe first. Europe's got a massive population, almost 740 million, with a 13.7 trillion GDP. And if you look at the European healthcare system, people are already spending trillions of dollars on healthcare. And, with the research we've seen and from the clinical studies that we've been able to do, and a lot of experts say that if hemp and CBD-based products were made more available to just normal people, about 60% of pharmaceutical drugs would be obsolete. As with CBD regulates your system, your body would heal itself without taking very harsh, very intense artificial synthetic chemicals that have incredibly horrible side effects in many cases. So that's what's so fascinating to us is there's people already spending so much on pharmaceuticals and other treatments where they can have a product that's 100% safe, organic, and is very, very effective to really helping your body heal itself rather than managing symptoms. It's truly getting back to homeostasis and getting your body to repair itself exactly how it was designed. So we're trying to get people to supplement their body for future repair and health, and also those in need to really have their body repair itself. That's the ultimate goal, is to live a longer, healthier, better quality of life without being, a slave to pharmaceuticals and all the issues that come with that. So that being said, there's a massive, massive opportunity. There's already about 12% of Europeans already take some kind of cannabis. Many times it's black market. It could be illegal. People importing from other companies, taking the risk to try to clear customs with products that they have no idea if they're safe, if they've been tested, exactly what they're even receiving, what the concentrations are, what kind of CBD, where is it sourced. So kind of going back to my old example, where you get your product is vital because you have hemp growing in places like Ukraine where it's very contaminated. You definitely don't want those kind of supplies. So knowing kind of the safety of where your product's coming from, what's in it, is it exactly what it says on the label is vital. And so we have an incredible opportunity by us being the very first company really in history of US to do this. We've created and patented a lot of processes that didn't exist. Triple test all of our products for contaminants, triple tested for all the different cannabinoid levels, for heavy metals, anything that could be harmful, and also to ensure that we have the most purest quality of sources anywhere in the industry. And we definitely have done that to the extent that many even companies here in the United States, competitor companies in some cases, actually buy their raw materials from us because we've established one of the most premium pipelines and in a very legal and compliant way. So we actually supply a lot of our competition with their raw materials, which is kind of unique, for me, in this industry. So you can see, so a lot of people already understand cannabis. When you go to France, it's one of the biggest cannabis consuming countries in Europe. Millions of people already understand hemp. They understand all the benefits of it. And there's a massive, massive demand. So we knew that if we gave a safe, legal opportunity for people to access these products, we would have a massive opportunity and potential to grow a big, big business virtually in a vacuum, as there's no network marketing company that's actually in Europe with European operations. Most of them are just online retailers, and a lot of that is very, you don't know where your products are coming from and how they're actually manufacturing. And we've been able to do something very unique, and it's establish some of the best per milligram pricing of CBD in the world. Even though we're a network marketing and pay commissions, when it comes to dollar for milligram of CBD, we're some of the most competitive, even versus retailers, which pretty much never exist in network marketing. If you do a face wash in network marketing, it's typically going to be 40% markup versus the same virtual product in the store, because you have the compensation component, because you're paying everybody upline for every sale. So it's very rare to have a product in network marketing that can compete with retail stores anywhere in the world. So kind of combining that there was nobody doing this the right way, and we've got a price to market with an incredible compensation plan. It's virtually all the elements you need for a very, very successful company. Now we just need the right leadership within our European business. So this is just kind of a recap. We believe, and all the forecasts are saying, the market cap for Europe within the next few years is going to be about $50 billion for cannabis-specific sales. And that does include other sales of medical marijuana and things like that. But for us, since our product is accessible for everybody, and it's absolutely safe, nobody gets high, so kids can take it. Anybody can take it, old people, young people, doesn't matter who you are, it's 100% safe, and there's no psychoactive ingredients. So you'll never be high, and it's never considered a narcotic, which was very important for us. So again, this is why we went to Europe. Kind of our key countries in the early stages. So in the last 45 days or so, those countries kind of at the forefront. As our French market is doing very well. It's been very exciting. We've got a very young group of leaders there. Some of our top leaders aren't even 21 yet. We've got some incredible opportunity. They've really grasped the business model. I call them kids. They're very young, just barely out of college. And some of them are starting to see some significant income. And they're building some incredible customer bases, which is absolutely kind of the dream for network marketing, is to have a massive customer base where you have now a residual income. So you're not constantly replacing people to keep your income with recruiting. Every single month recruiting a certain amount of people to keep your income sustainable. It's vital to have at least 60 to 80% of your business be customers. And that's a very residual long-term business. So, and then also Czech Republic, Poland, Germany are some of our bigger markets. And that's why we're so excited. We really have nobody in Hungary yet. Again, we're very new. So any group that comes into Hungary is truly the pioneering very first leader. So everybody on this call has an opportunity to do something very special. First ever time Kannaway's ever expanded internationally. It's an opportunity to be the first within a company that's now expanding. And second, being the very group of leaders for a historic company that's based on cannabis and hemp. You'll be the very first distributors as part of a movement. So our message right now is very, very strong. It's very appealing. Just our product offering is very exciting for people. It's such an easy product to talk about, and everybody's interested, regardless if they're pro-cannabis, against cannabis, or just have no clue what it is. Typically, people will want to know more, and that's exactly perfect for network marketing is to open that conversation. Because a lot of companies have shampoos and face washes and weight loss, and it's kind of an old standard story. But with us, it really sets us apart. Is what we have is literally no other company in this space has ever expanded into. And that's why we've been so successful, even with normal average people. And I know that as soon as we have some big networkers really pay attention to our growth, to the opportunity and where the future of the industry is, we've got an incredible opportunity. And slowly we're attracting some incredible people like Tibor, like you guys, that see the vision and want to be the very, very first with this opportunity. So right now for Europe, we offer, so for the United States, we've got about 30 to 40 different products. What we decided for Europe for pre-launch is to keep a simple message to begin with, and then be very aggressive with our future pipeline of products. So we have, and I'll go through each product real quick. So we've got a salve, which is our number one seller in the United States. So it's important for us to have this product. It's an incredible product. It's a topical product. And I think it's got some of the best results, and it's the easiest way to introduce somebody to hemp oil and to CBD. Virtually, you can put it on anything. People put it for aches and pains. I've used it for sunburns. Some people use it for bug bites. I mean, to the extent that one of my kids had a really bad toothache, and I try not to give them any kind of painkillers or anything like that, and we just put the salve right on the gums. And it really helps subside a lot of the discomfort and pain. So salve is incredible. There's a lot of endocannabinoid receptors on your skin. So putting the salve really tells your body to repair itself, whatever is happening in that topical local region. It'll definitely see some incredible results. So that's the salve. And then we have the vape, which is electronic. It's kind of like an electronic cigarette, 100% natural. It's just basically coconut oil, terpenes, which is very beneficial aromatherapy from the hemp plant, and then pure CBD. So basically it just vaporizes from liquid to steam, and you can get your CBD absorption instantly. And it's one of the most effective and low-cost entry points for somebody to try CBD as an ingestible. And, a lot of people ask, why would we go into this industry? And what we've seen is there's a university here in the U.S. It's in Temple University. There's been some incredible research done recently on vaporizing medicines. So there's some doctors that have proposed that the future of pharmaceuticals is actually going to be vaporizing. They believe that most drugs, most medicines, most vitamins will be most effective if they're vaporized, meaning it goes directly into your circulatory system and you have instant effect. And you don't lose any of the efficacy of the product going through your digestive system where you don't absorb all of it. So we understood that, and we created the first ever CBD vape. It was pretty exciting. So we were the first to launch the vape, and it's the quickest, the most pure way to get your CBD, and it's an incredible product. And I believe it's only about 30 euros for 100 milligrams, which is just an incredible deal. And it's one of my favorite products to use. Then we have essential oils, which is aromatherapy, the first ever cannabis-based essential oils, which are incredible. They're for topical, and also a lot of people will use it as a diffuser. So you get your you get your absorption and you get your daily dose of some incredible aromatherapy. And we've got a formula called B-Bong, which is about 40 to 50 different natural occurring herbs. So definitely I could train on that, just on the B-Bong formula for hours. And then finally, we have the Pure Gold, which is we believe the first ever product of its kind. We designed it specifically for Europe. So for Europe, it was important for us to have no THC, and THC is the cannabinoid. It's the chemical in cannabis that creates the high. So when people have the psychoactive effect, it's from THC. So we definitely wanted to make sure that we eliminate any THC, even at low levels, even at low legal levels, allowable levels, to make sure that our products are 100% compliant and safe for consumers. So what we did is we took the purest CBD oil, we isolated the psychoactive ingredient and extracted it. So leaving all the healthy cannabinoids, there's 140 plus of them that we know of. So you have this full array of all the good benefits from the hemp, minus any really detectable levels of THC. And this truly is one of the first products of its kind. Typically, if you have a THC-free product, it means it's just CBD, and you're missing all the other cannabinoids, all the other 140 cannabinoids that work together in synergy to really have the most effect. So we were excited to launch that for Europe. We also launched in the United States, and now it's become one of the best-selling products. But then later on this year, during our main launch event, likely the first few weeks of May, we'll be introducing which we call our cannabis beauty cosmetics. We were one of the first companies to put CBD into cosmetics. It was a massive hit in the United States, featured in Forbes magazine, Time magazine, CNN, all the major networks. We're just absolutely fascinated by the fact that you could put cannabis extracts into a cosmetic. And I'm doing more research for Europe. We were so excited to see there's been a lot of clinical studies and a lot of research done of CBD and cosmetics. And there's about 4 different legal claims that the European Commission allows of antioxidant, helps control oil, skin repair, and there's a couple other ones. So there's, being in this industry a long time, to find any kind of claims in any kind of the ingredients in network marketing is very difficult. European Commission is very strict on all the claims you can make. So when we saw some significant claims you can make with CBD and cosmetics, we know we've got something incredible. I've been using the product for a long time. It's like nothing I've ever used. It's got an incredible amount of ingredients, and the majority of the ingredients are active ingredients, as opposed to most products. If you look at the label, you'll see they'll prioritize an order of what's the main ingredient, and the most time it's water. For our main ingredient, it's our B-Bong herbal formula that we have proprietary ownership of from an incredible company in South Korea. South Korea is the #1 country in the world for cosmetics. So it's incredible product, and we've got an incredible price point for it. So that's going to be launching later on this year. We've got some plans to launch some other incredible products. We're thinking of doing about 4 to 5 products a year for the next 3 to 5 years. So again, this is just the beginning. But again, we're very excited, and we've already seen some great interest and some great traction with just these 4 basic products. And now kind of how the operations work. It was very important for me to have a fully European business, meaning most companies I've worked with and most companies in the industry, typically when they expand internationally, they still keep the business centralized in the United States, meaning they're importing all their products from the U.S. to Europe, meaning all the products are made in the United States, all the materials. That creates a lot of complications. And one of the most significant challenges with that is typically you'd have to increase your product's price by 25 to 30% due to customs, due to duties, and due to the shipping costs. You have to pass that along to your European business. We were fortunate that the company was willing to invest, and we did not want to open a company until we were fully European. So now we've got a business entity in the Netherlands. We've got another company in Poland. All of our materials, I would say about 90% of them are sourced, manufactured in Europe. We have to import a few things, but all the products are actually put together, and the final manufacturing is in Portugal with a great partner there. And then it's shipped to Poland, where we now have a customer support office, our operations center. And then from our Warsaw office, we facilitate and fulfill all the orders. And by doing that, we could pass along the cost savings. So we were able to offer prices at or lower than the U.S. prices, which I have never been able to do in my life, so which was very exciting. So now our price, our BV, our business volume per euro is very, very competitive. It's kind of moving the clock back to traditional network marketing. We've got some incredible incentive for commissionable volume per dollar you spend. Most companies just keep moving away and away from sometimes up to 2 euros per BB. So it's important for me to have a model for normal people to have a good entry level, and also to have the commissions be as optimal as possible per every single sale because we can save on our costs. We've set up a cost model to really minimize the cost so we don't have to pass along the cost to the distributor. So with that being said, we are now a fully European business. Everything is in Europe. We pay in the European local VATs. Everything is based in Poland. My entire staff is European. I'm the only, quote unquote American working for the European business, and we'll keep expanding. And that's why I talked to Tibor. Once we get the sales and some nice momentum going in Hungary, we'll definitely be adding staff and support to really keep the fire and keep the fuel going to the business. With that being said, all the products are priced in euros. All of our commissions right now are paid from the US and USD. So that's another thing we're working to enhance, is to add some local currencies and some other features to the commissions. But again, we're just still kind of in the first phase of the business. And the next key step, at the end of this month, we're rolling out individualized back offices. So for those in Poland, Czech, German, Italian, and French, they will have a fully custom back office in their language, not Google translated. We found a firm that does triple translations with local native speakers. So we invested a lot of money into having the most optimal, best translations. And again, once Hungary gets to the levels of, we'll start to invest into the marketing materials, into Hungarian-based back offices. And then eventually, my goal is to have everything in local currencies. So take money in HUF. And things of that nature. So as you'll see, again, we're just kind of in the very, very first stages of the first few weeks of launching operations. In the first few weeks, I'd say we're in about 5-6 weeks in, and we've been able to kind of produce close to 300,000 euros in the first 6 weeks, but basically just barely going live. So it's very, very exciting. I've never been a part of such a successful pre-launch. So the timing right now was perfect, as we're just now at a point where we're enhancing the system and it's working, and we're shipping and we're paying commission. So the timing is actually perfect. So here's some of our team as we keep expanding. So it's some of our customer support team in Poland. And again, as we keep expanding, we'll add some Hungarian support, as the sales start to grow in Hungary. But these are great people. We have Kuba in the middle. He's our operations director. So he's there in Warsaw office, making sure the logistics is going, everything is shipping properly. We're also expanding and now moving into the next phase of the product introductions. So we've got a great team already starting to build. So again, kind of going through the products. This is the pure gold I was referencing. So about 1,000 milligrams. So it's about a month's supply. Each serving gives you about 33 milligrams of CBD. And what we've seen from kind of the medical community, we recommend about 50 milligrams a day as just a daily supplement, just for the normal average person that just wants to supplement every single day their CBD dose. So it's an incredible product, and I believe it's about 120 euros for 110 commission points. So to be active in the comp plan, the maximum amount we require is 110. So somebody could be on a 120 euro smart ship and stay active, which is exactly where I wanted it to be, is under that 150 euro monthly requirement level. So it's a very exciting product. Again, formulated specifically for Europe, and I'm not aware of any other company in the world that actually offers a product at this level. Next is our essential oils. So companies like doTERRA, Young Living, some of these billion-dollar companies, some of them, all they do is essential oils. So we wanted to create this product to penetrate that market. So we've got this 3 different blends of tranquility, of energy, and immunity. So each of them are specifically formulated to kind of target those things of, the tranquility is a great one to take before bedtime. I would put it on my kids to really help kind of calm them down, and they would sleep incredibly well. Most of the time during the day, the energy is just kind of diffusing throughout the house. Typically, it's a great way to kind of get your input of all the incredible aromatherapeutic benefits. So this is an incredible product. So we've got 3 different ones, and we're looking to expand this line as well. So these are the salves. So this is a great product, a great sample product. So we sell salve samples, I can guarantee you, I mean, these samples are very, very, very economical to pass out. And this is a great way for somebody to get their first CBD entry points. This is kind of the key to the portfolio products. People will try it and they will definitely see results, and then they will see all the other benefits of our other products. So this is a great product, our salves. The vape that I kind of talked about, I believe the vape, we're going to keep expanding this line of adding more concentrations of CBD into the vape. I think this can truly be the blockbuster product. The first ever vape store just opened in France that sells CBD about 4 months ago. They've seen some incredible success. So, and I love hearing that because it virtually does not exist. And right now, the vape industry is absolutely exploding. In the next 10 years, vapes of nicotine, tobacco, whatever it is going to surpass the tobacco industry. So tobacco is now completely on a downward turn. Vape is 100% now the biggest trend. Even here in California, it is a massive, massive exploding industry of vapes. And so that's one of the reasons we decided to go into the vapes. One, it's the absorption's phenomenal and instantaneous. And this is the trend as people are moving away from smoking. Our products are incredible substitute for those people, and they can get healthy at the same time. I had an incredible opportunity when I went to Cologne for the European Industrial Hemp Association meeting, and it was exciting. We got to see some companies that are working on some CBD vapes, and some of them actually were participating in some clinical trials. And they were showing some of their results, and they took two groups of very, very heavy smokers. I think it was about a group of 15 to 20 heavy smokers. And one group, they gave a placebo vape, and then the other group, they gave a CBD vape. And after about 30 days, they were able to show that the placebo group kind of stayed the same with their nicotine and their smoking. Nothing changed. People were still smoking as much as they were. Those that incorporated the CBD vape every day, they were seeing up to 30 to 40% decrease in smoking for those that were supplementing vape. So for me, that's absolutely phenomenal. There's been a lot of studies and a lot of research showing that the CBD and the hemp oil can be very, very impactful for those with addiction. Again, we don't make any claims. We're not a medicine. We don't cure anything. But the research is showing that the CBD, it binds to a lot of the same receptors, those with addiction and some of these really highly addictive chemicals. So CBD will bind to those receptors and kind of calm that part of the brain. And also you get your therapeutic benefit of CBD. So seeing a huge decrease in smoking, to me, again, we would never be able to make a claim about that, but the results would definitely showing that it is effective in that area. So I know that the vapes were going to be a massive hit. And so far, I mean, we've been having a hard time keeping them in stock. It's a very, very exciting product.